All right. Well, I am super excited to be in the studio today with another amazing agent. We have with us Kimberly Rose. Well, they say Kimberly. I just call you Kim.
Everybody calls me Kim.
I'm so excited to come in, introduce you to people, let people get to know you a little bit better. Man, my notes when we were prepping for this said you started in 2016.
Yeah.
With the team. We're coming up at 10 years.
That's crazy.
As a transaction coordinator, not originally as an agent, as a transaction coordinator.
Yes.
What were you, I mean, you have so much experience now with just us saying that, but what were you doing, if you can even remember? What were you doing before that?
I was teaching private piano for 8 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. The musician in you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a little bit of history with pianos around here.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. That's not in the notes, but you, there was a family piano. This is like a little side note. There was a family piano that I get very emotionally attached to things. And my family had given it to me. And then I started moving houses, and people know it's like moving pianos. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to give it up. But then I found somebody who I thought would be like a protector of it and treat it better than me. So that family piano. Do you still have it? You don't have to. You don't have to still have it.
Oh, we still have it.
Okay.
I played it for like 2 hours last night. Yes, I love it.
That makes my heart so happy. And I said, Kim, this needs to go to you. So we got it to you, and okay, good.
We
so
love it.
That legacy is going on. So, music to real estate.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Well, as you started as a transaction coordinator, I tell people all the time, being a transaction coordinator is like condensing 5 years of real estate into 1 year. Because you deal with so many transactions. How do you think, in your mind, like, how did it help you prepare to become the great agent that you are today?
Yeah, good question. I think it's like boot camp for being an agent. I've negotiated hundreds of inspections. So I think top skill I learned was just how to negotiate, which really brings out just some tougher skins, some better strategies. You have to think differently outside of the box. It really comes in handy when you're negotiating the upfront terms. And then you're also thinking about, okay, future down the line in the transaction, how is this going to work, play out? So yeah, that was super helpful. And then learning all of the different communication styles and working with different personalities. I remember there was this one time where I was having difficulty connecting with a client or an agent. I don't remember which one, but you came in and you must have heard me trying to get something across to this person. And you're like, you came in front of me and you stood up and you're like, Kim, look at that tree out there. And I'm like, yeah, great tree. Yeah. And you're like, mirror match me, Kim. And I'm like, he's like, you're like, stand up. And I'm like, that tree is amazing. Like, look at that branch. And you're like, yes, you got it. So I was like, okay, mirror matching. So I was like, I learned a lot of different things being in that position. And I think that really helped. And then I got to know a lot of the community and all of our colleagues and everybody that we work with today, like lenders and appraisers and other realtors. And I really was able to build rapport with everybody in our community. So I think that really helped me become a great agent.
Yeah, now you're this amazing top agent and you get all these incredible listings. And I mean, you do such a great service for so many homeowners in Tri-Cities. It's always like super, super fun to watch. And I think you put in the work. You know, a lot of people don't realize a normal agent that doesn't start as a transaction coordinator, they might negotiate, you know, if they're really doing good, 20 deals a year. And then so 20, 40, 60, 5 years later, they've done 100 transactions. You do 150 in 1 year. Year two, you've done 300. They can never catch your skill level. Like they'll never have the number of negotiations, problems, lending that you've seen. All of a sudden in 2.5 years, you've seen 300 different issues. I mean, it's no wonder you became such an amazing agent. Now,
thank you.
We everybody likes to on Instagram talk about the $1 million listings and they like to, you know, you do the we call it the walkaway shot as you're going into the beautiful kitchen, and you're great at those. I mean, you're amazing at those. It's true. But what are the things like we don't hear about in real estate? Like that story that you show up at the house and like, what do we not always hear about?
Yeah. I've got a fun one. So it was closing day and I'd pulled up. It was like 5 at the end of the day. And I'm waiting for my client to show up so I can hand over keys. And we've been at this property multiple times, like during different times of the day, you know, whatever. We never heard anything, never saw anything out of, you know, like question, you know, it's kind of like whatever, normal transaction. And I pull up and I'm on the phone with David Price, actually. And I'm sitting there and we're just chatting. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just waiting for my client to get here. And I'm like, wait, hold the phone. I'm like, there's 5 peacocks crossing the road right now. And I'm like, whoever sees peacocks in the Tri-Cities, wild ones at that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I get off the phone with David and my client pulls up and I'm like, you better watch out for these peacocks because he was going to do some work on the property and such. And I'm like, better watch out for those guys. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And like 2 days later, I start getting photos sent from him. And he's like, these peacocks are everywhere, Kim. And he's like, there's like 40 to 50 out here.
What do you even call that?
An something.
Ostentation?
Yes, ostentation of peacocks.
Also, I would have said flock, but
flock.
That's my ignorant self. It's not a flock. Okay, ostentation. Okay.
Yeah. But they had started taking over the property.
Took over the property.
Oh, yeah. And they're not scared of humans,
Gosh,
I guess.
wish we had a walkaway video of you with the peacocks. Like, that would have been incredible.
That would have been great.
Yeah, the drone flying. The technology wasn't there yet. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So, those are the things. Like, you deal with that, and you deal with the $1 million listings, and then you deal with the, $100,000 lots. So, the full gamut.
All of it.
Well, for people to get to know you a little bit better, we've already talked about the piano and the music, and you're an incredible musician. But what's one of those movies? Like, everything's on demand. No one scrolls through anymore. But what's one of those movies you're scrolling through? It comes up like you stop and you have to watch it. Like, you can just rewatch it again and again and you don't get tired of it. What's that movie for you?
That movie would be Swing Kids. I discovered that. I was like probably a tween. I don't know, feeling all the feels, and I come across this movie, and it was probably a VHS that we borrowed from our neighbor because they had like 200 movies, and we'd always run down the street and be like, can we borrow Annie or whatever? So we stumbled across Swing Kids, and it's about this group of kids who are coming of age in Nazi Germany, and they are part of this swing club that, swing music is, it was up and coming, but it was also against the law in that area to be listening to this and dancing to it. So they called themselves the Swing Kids. It was an underground music club, and the soundtrack is amazing. And I mean, I could watch that thing over and over again. I mean, and it has Christian Bale. So
is it the precursor to Footloose? Is it in that?
I don't think so.
No, okay, not the same. Same but different. No. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Swing Kids, there it is. There's the recommendation. Well, I feel like everybody knows you a little bit better now, Kim. So thank you for taking the time to come by the studio and talk to us. And if anybody needs just an incredible agent that will take good care of you in the transaction, please go and get a hold of us and talk to Kim.
Thank you very much.